discuss
Okay.
later.
It's when we are recording the script, that web image is automatically coming.
Yeah. So you guys can go to the recording options. So
Okay.
you need to disable the things in advance. You need to generate web breakpoint is there, right? You can disable this.
Okay.
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 Then click on OK and we can record. Then
Every time I'm getting that same error. That's when I am that removing that clause.
okay.
It's will the script will be executed. Otherwise, the same error. Web image, that pointing it's coming error. That's why.
Yeah. Okay. So
Thank you.
everyone is the parameters concept is fine, right?
Yeah, no.
Okay, good. So now we'll discuss with the one more concept, correlation. So what is that? Correlation. So correlation, nothing but correlation can be used to capture the dynamic values which are generated from the server side. So we'll discuss with that. Okay. Okay, no problem. So you can able to see, right? Now we have the one more concept called correlation. So parameterization one concept, one more concept is the correlation. This is the very important concept. So our major work will be this only. Parameterization, very simple concept, but correlation is the one of the important concept. So what is the correlation means? Correlation can be used to capture the dynamic values which are generated from the server side. So some dynamic values will be generated from the server side. Like you can observe, so we'll need to check with the one by one. So you can observe here any values will be there in this transaction. So there is no values in this transaction launch, and after that you can go here and you can observe this is the some user section value is equal to is coming. So this value it is generating from the server side. So that is why this value every time it will change. For the every time you are logging means every time will be changed. So that is why we need to do for the correlation for this type of values, and we can get for the server side as same to the application side also you can get. So application side nothing but we already know, right? In departure phase we need to see for the number of drop downs like Paris, London, and Francisco, and this all things will coming, right? So we need to drop down also we need to do for the correlation. So you need to do the correlation means it will generated from the server side as same to the application side also it will generate it. So for that we need to follow the process. I will explain one by one. In the first point, find the dynamic value. Find the dynamic value in script. And second point, find the dynamic value left boundary and right boundary. Right boundary. And third point, way to write the function. Way to write the function. So fourth point, substitution, parameter substitution. Substitution. Okay, so using these four concepts we can do for the parameterization. So we need to first thing find the dynamic value in our script, and after that find the dynamic value left boundary, right boundary, and where to write the function. So we can write for the sum function. So that function where we need to write, we know. And after that substitution. So we can discuss one by one. First point, find the dynamic value in a script means how we can find. So by seeing, I told for, okay, this is the dynamic value I told, but you don't know, right? So you need to find this dynamic value means you need to, what you can do means you need to record the script twice with a different type of test data and compare using for the testcompare.com. Okay. For example, you need to open for the what are two scripts you need to open. Okay, go to the what are the scripts you have. You can go to that script and not download. I think it will be there in everywhere. It is save in views. So these are all the scripts. So you can open any two files. So for example, I'm not recording, but I'm just showing for the difference point of view. So this is the one script, right? So you can do one thing. You can copy this and we can using for the testcompare.com. We have the some online compare tool will be there. That is a testcompare.com. Test compare in online. So this is the www.testcompare.com. Using this, we need to find the dynamic value. First thing, how to find the dynamic value means we need to record the script twice and the different type of test data. Like different type of test data means what we need to do. First time you need to select for the London to Paris. Next time you need to select for the Los Angeles to San Francisco. So you can different type of test data you need to select. Okay. And see here we have the two scripts, right? You can go to the one script. First script you can select entire script and you can control A, you can copy and go to the here and you can enter, and you can come to here and again you can click on here and go to the second script. This is the second script, right? You can go here, control C, you can go here and control V. Okay, now we can go up. See, now we need to click on compare button. So I recorded script twice with the different type of test data and we can compare. So we can click on compare. Now we can go to here. Now you can compare it, right? Maybe two scripts will be same. I think that is why it is showing for the error. Okay, can observe. This is a which date? 25/03/2022, and one more script. Okay, I open two scripts, same data, right? That is why we are not seeing any difference. Okay, we'll open another script. So this concept is very important. So our major work will be in scripting part. This is the important thing, correlation concept. So first point, how to find the dynamic value means we are doing for that point. Okay, now we can go to the text compare and can delete this one and you can copy and go to up. Now click on compare. Now you can observe this comparison. It will show for the see. It is a start transaction, end transaction. So that will be, we are only added, right? So those will be not dynamic values. And after that, you can come here and it's a different, it is showing, right? User section value is equal. See here, value is changing. So here to here you can observe 06215 here there. So here will be 1694632 will be there. Means value is changing. So it is changing means which one? What is this? What is this? So
User
dynamic value. This is the one dynamic value. You can open one notepad and you can note down, okay, what is that? One is a user section you find. So you can note it. And after that, you can observe your login XY is equal to 53, it's RAM. So this will be XY coordinators. So we can't consider as a dynamic value. And after that, you can come down and this is start transaction and transaction means no need to consider as a, that will be not, see now you can observe here maybe you are selected as a departure date and departure date. So that will be date means we are doing date, what we are doing?
same date.
No. Date means what we are doing. We can doing for the parameterization, right?
Date and time out.
Yes, date and time parameterization we are doing, right? So that is, you can't consider as a dynamic value. And after that, you can observe this is the departure city is London. So I selected same London. That is why it is not showing different. So what I told, so we need to find the dynamic value means you need to record with the different type of text data. Means you need to select for the like Los Angeles to Denver, or so you need to give for the different test data. Then you need to identify, right? So this is also dynamic value. So this is coming from the, where it is coming from, application it is coming. So you can take is a departure and derive also dynamic values. Depart and arrive. This is also dynamic value. So, and after that you can come here, and after that already I told, right, XY coordinators you don't need to take care of that one. And after that you can observe this is the outbound flight value is equal. This is changing, right? This is the 242 and this is the 202, 320 is dollars. So it's a flight, everything it is changing. So you need to do for this also correlation. So you can copy and okay, keep it in notepad. Now again you can go to the up to end of the script. Now you can observe address one, this all things. So we are adding, right? What we are doing, we are entering through keyboard. So what we do, we need to do for the parameterization. So that is why no need to compare. This is always you can do for the parameterization, but you can observe outbound flight value is equal to, it is changing. You can observe 202 to here will be 242, here will be 202. So some different will be there. So this is also outbound flight value. Already we took for this. You can observe already I took for this outbound flight value. So no need to take again. Okay. Then after that come to the last. So up to like this you need to compare and you need to find the dynamic value. Now I find for the dynamic value user section and departure and arrive and outbound flight value. So now first point is finished, right? So what is the first point? Find the dynamic value. So how do you need to find the dynamic value? We need to record the script twice with a different type of text data and compare using for the text compare online.com or behind compare. We have the different tools will be there to comparison point of view. So that is the first point. It's clear for everyone?
In arrival and dispatcher, we are giving calendars, ma'am.
Sorry?
In arriving and departure,
Your voice is actually is not clear. Hello? No, your voice is not clear. Okay, departure and arrive, why I am telling means you can go to the application. So we'll go to the application, we'll see. For example, this is our application, right? You can log in. So we are giving for this username and password. We are entering. That is why we are doing for the parameterization. And after the click on flights, now you can observe here will be, we have the different values will be there. So each user will be go to the same tier, right? Maybe I am go to the Denver to London, but Swarna will go to the some Los Angeles to Paris. Means
Oh,
the values will be changing, right?
departure city and arrival city, it's where dynamic values.
Yes, departure city and arrival city, not a date. Departure.
Okay, it's
city
not
and-
a date.
It's not a date. Departure city and
It's a
arrival
departure city and arrival city. Okay, Anya, thank you so much.
Okay. Okay. So that is why it is changing, right? So depends on the customer, he will go to the different place. So we will get for the dynamic values from the, this is the dynamic value. And after that, so you can observe seating preference also, we have different things will be there. So you need to do for the correlation for this also, seating preference and type of seat also, we have different things will be there. So maybe depends on the type of seat also, we are, someone is select for the course, someone will be first, someone will be window. Okay, so it will changing, right? So you need to do for this also correlation. Okay, I think we missed, why it is missed. Can go to here. So I think we are selected same, that is why it is not showing difference. So maybe you can change for the here and it will show for the difference also. Seat preference and seat type, right? So we need to give for the this also, we need to seat type and this. One more, what is that? Seat type and seat prefer. Okay, so these all will be, we can find, right? First thing is find, right? Everyone is understand what is the, how to find the dynamic value means. If anyone asks for the what is the correlation process means, you need to explain for these four, and after that you will ask, wow, how do you find the dynamic value means, you need to give for the answer proper, like we need to compare. Okay, so find the dynamic value means, what we can do means, we need to record the script with a twice with a different type of test data. So different type of test data, why I'm telling, you need to select for the source and destination or departure city, arrival city different, and after that selecting for the seat type is a business coach or window unit selecting, right? That is also it is changing, and after that you are selecting the flight. So you can observe now. You can go to the again application. After this, you can click on continue. Then this is also depends on the customer, you will be selecting, right? That is why this is the outbound flight value. This coming as a outbound flight value. And then after that, these are all details we are giving. So that is why we are not do for the correlation. We can do for the only parameterization. So now clear, right? Parameterization concept. So first point is finished. Then what is second point? Find the dynamic value left boundary and right boundary. So now you can go to the script, and what you need to do means, first to, okay, we find the user section is one of the dynamic value. Now you can go to here. Where is user section? You can find this is the user section. Value is equal dynamic value. This entire value will be dynamic value. This entire value will be dynamic value. So first, second point, what is that? To find the dynamic value left boundary and right boundary. So what is the process? So you can copy this, and after that go to the output window and select for the code generation. Okay, select for the code generation and come to the control home. You can come to the starting line, and here will be search item will be there, right? You can click on here. Already we copied, right, dynamic value, you can paste it. Okay, and after that you can, this is the find next, you can click on this find next. Now you will find the dynamic value. This is the, it is a 1 to last I is there, right? That is the dynamic value. The dynamic value, this entire text will be left boundary. After this double colon, this will be right boundary. So what you can do means, you can copy this entire value first. Okay, and go to notepad, keep it this. And now you need to give for the boundaries, you need to find left boundary equal to. So this entire value will be left boundary. You can give for this entire value will be left boundary. Okay, it's clear. And after that, we need to write for the RB nothing but right boundary or right boundary. So this is the dynamic value. So after this is the right boundary. You can select the copy. This is the right boundary. So clear. Second point, how we find the dynamic value LB means you can copy the dynamic value, come to the output window, select for the code generation, and you can go to the control home, nothing but starting line. And after that, you can paste it here in search window and click on next. Then you can find this one, you can copy this one and paste it. And for boundary, so this is the dynamic value, left everything will be left text, right will be right boundary. Is clear how to find the left boundary and right boundary? Now we need to where to write the function. So we have the one function will be there. What is that function means? Web underscore reg underscore save underscore param. Okay, this is the function. What is the function? Web underscore reg underscore save underscore param. For this arguments, variable name and comma lb comma rb comma and last also one of the argument. So parameter names means which value we are doing? User section value. So
User
it will give
section.
you as a parameter name only, just user section value, parameter name. And after that, this will be LB. LB is equal to, already we know, right? LB, you can copy this entire LB value up to this. You can copy LB. And I think a double colon we miss, right? Up to double colon. So you can take enter this value LB and paste it. And you can copy this RB and you can in double colon. So this arguments will be, it will come further. After that the function semicolon will be must. So now our scenario will be where to write the function, means where we need to write the function. This is the important thing. So we need to write the function, means what we need to do means go to the script and go to the runtime settings. In the runtime settings, we can see the logs. In the logs, we have the standard logs and extend logs. You need to select for the extend logs. You need to check for this all parameter substitution, data return by server and advanced case. So actually we are execution time, we can keep this only this one, right? This is the off mode. So you want for the find the dynamic value where to write the function means you can give for the full mode. So just full mode, and after that you can save it and you can execute. So after execution is done, right? Now you can come to the control home. Again, you can come to the control home. You can already copied, right? Dynamic value already pasted, right? You can click on this. You can click on here and you can click double click. It will assist you where to write the function. Everyone able to see it is a blinking.
Yes, sir.
So this above request, we need to write the function. Above request, what is that? Web tour is a launch is there. We need to write for the function. So already we know right function. Just you can copy this entire value and paste it. And after that, what will happen means load runner, actually library. What are the values coming from the LBRB? This double colon actually does not know, means they are not declared what is that double colon. So that is why what we need to do means we need to give for the black slash. So in where it is a double colon place, you need to give for this slash. And after name is equal is there, and after user section is there, and after value equal to also it is there. This is the LB is completed. Now you can go to the RB, and RB also you can see this is the dynamic value, you can give this one. So you can observe, you can remove this will be black color. So you can give for the slash, see it will be last will be blue color. So if you miss anything, so it will show for the last is a black color, means something will be wrong in this function. So now you can observe it is a blue color. So we are done for the entire thing. Where to write the also completed. So up to where to write the function also completed. Then final thing will be substitution. Substitution nothing but this is the variable name. You can copy this variable name. Dynamic value, which one is the dynamic value? This is the dynamic value, right? You can remove this dynamic value.
Yes,
You
sir.
need to replace with this. Open curly brace, close curly brace. Just you can remove that one. You can replace. So our entire correlation is completed. Find the dynamic value is completed, and find the dynamic value left boundary, right boundary is completed. Where to write the function is completed. Substitution is completed. Now we can execute. So execution time, what we need to do? We want only off mode. Off mode nothing but you can remove this two and click on OK. Now we can execute. So now we can observe. See, saving parameter user section value is equal. This is the user section value. Okay. Now we can just compare this to, because of starting which value it is when we are execution time, right? It is a changing or not, you need check. So this is the script value, right? You can copy this and you can paste it here. Now we can observe so dynamic value is changing, right? 133, after that 506 will be there. This is the script to dynamic value. Script to dynamic value. Okay, and this is the response, means execution time we got this here. So that is why what will happen, it is a changing every time, it is a changing. That is why we are doing for the correlation. So what will happen means every time it is changing. So that is why only single user point of view, this script will work fine without correlation. But you are not done correlation, then you need to execute with a multiple user point of view, means this script will not work. So you can do for the correlation, then only it will work. So you can observe where substitution also done. Substitution parameter, username. This is the dynamic value. Now we can execute one more time. This time again it will change this value. Now again go to the output window. Now we can copy this value. See each and every time logging, right? Every time it is changing this one. Now you can observe this is the right now it is K. So every time it is changing the dynamic value. That is why we are capturing that dynamic value using for the correlation concept to capturing for the boundaries. Is clear for correlation concept? Hello.
This value only for single script.
Yes, actually every time what will happen means developer what will happen means every time logging means some user section value is generated. This value is coming from the server side. So which is the user section value is there, right? Last time. So this value is coming from the server side. So every time you can log in means the value will be changed. So this will be work with the single user point of view.
We have to.
Yes. Yes or no?
Sorry. If why we dynamic value, why we have to find this for only one single script? We are comparison now. We are comparing two scripts.
Yes, why we are comparing two scripts?
Yes, sir.
Where is the dynamic value we are finding? Okay, we need to find the dynamic value, right? So to find the dynamic value, we are comparing. So which are the values it is changing? Those values will be dynamic values. So we need to take those values and
values are changed.
Sorry,
but we are taking only one script value now.
See, it is
the dynamic values always it's repeatedly it will change. When we are executing time, it will be changed every time.
Yes, every time it is
Yes,
changing, right? That is why you are not done the correlation. What will happen means the script will fail. So I will show you
Okay.
one example here. Okay, I will show one example for your point of view. So you can give here actually Control V, and I'm not replacing, and after that you can here you can give this one, and we need to write for the some function web underscore reg underscore find. This is the validation point. So we'll give for the text is equal to, and comma, last is the argument. So text nothing but what is the login page is a static test we need to take for the static test after login. So you can log in this username and password, and this page what is the static test. So welcome is a static test, right? Every time you can log in with a different users, this text will be every
Yes.
time will be same. So you can take this text and you can keep it here, text is equal to. Now you can execute. Oh, I think yeah. Now we'll execute. I think so. Missing. Okay, double colon miss. Okay, here. So you need to. This is the compile. Maybe you are getting for any error means before executing, you can click on this. It will show for the no errors. Then you can start execution. See, your script will be failed. Everyone able to see your script will be failed because text is equal to welcome. For this space it will be not getting, because here will be dynamic value will be there. When you are login, right, it is a changing. So but you are getting for this when you are getting for go to this login page where it is sign off, your logging is not successfully doing because of you are not capturing the dynamic value properly. So that is why you are getting for this error. Now it's clear, Swarna, but means you are not going to the valid page. That is why
Yes,
every
I'm
time it is
already.
changing. So now you can replace this. Now we can replace this. Now it will work for the script. User section. And for this place, you can keep this in colon, control V in this, and you can save it. Now you can run. This time script will be not fail because we are capturing the dynamic value this time. So it will script will not never fail. Number of iteration also it will script will never fail because we are capturing the dynamic value every time using for the boundaries we are capturing. So it will value what value it will coming, no problem, because we are through capturing from the boundaries. Now clear, Swarna?
Yes, yes, Sunny, I got it.
And
Thank you.
assume to, for example, you want to how many times this welcome will be there. Maybe you are getting proper page or not, you need check means go to here, and you can double colon and comma, and you can give for the save count is equal to I'm giving for the login, for example. Okay, now again you can log in. Why I give a save count means this welcome in this space how many times it will be there, it will calculate. If it is a one time, it is okay, fine. If it is a zero means you are not waiting for the proper response space. So now you can execute. We'll see. Oh, bye. Okay, comma miss. See, you can miss single comma or double colon also, you'll get for the number of errors. So now we can compare. Cannot replay compilation or see compilation log.
This server and login as different.
Yeah, we have the two
colors.
no, two is there. Now it is no errors. See, now it will execute. We'll observe for that. Internal server error. You are getting for the internal server means because of this server issue, maybe application is not properly responding. You can open again. So this is concept very important. Our major work will be in scripting point because of we'll get for this is simple script, right? That is why we are getting for the only 3 or 4 values, but in real time we'll get for the number of values. So that is why major work will be this only in our scripting point of view. So you know for the correlation concept very well. So you can real time work also you can do for the easy. So now you can observe. Everyone observe, I given for the login is equal to. Means the welcome text, how many times will be there in the page? 2 times will be there. That is why it is showing 2. Maybe you are not getting proper response means what will happen means this welcome text is not there in that particular login page. You will get for the login is equal to 0. So for example, I will give for here from 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you can observe the text will be there. It will get for the number of times, how many times it will be there. If not there, what will happen means you are not getting for the proper page as same to the see login is equal to 0. Okay, got it?